Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today is Monday. We're a little bit late. We had to hit some heavy squats earlier this morning. And then I also had to change a couple of things. I was going to use OBS, but now I'm not using OBS to stream today. In any case, it's all excuses. It is a wonderful day out there in the world, guys. If you're breathing, it's a wonderful day. Please don't ever get that mistaken. Whatever's going on in your life, if you're breathing, if you've got oxygen and blood flowing through your body, you got an opportunity to turn things around. You really do. And it doesn't matter what your situation is, you have the choice to decide on how it's going to affect you and how you're going to attack the current situations in your life. So please try to have a positive outlook. Always try to remember that. And remember, it's on us to determine our trajectory and where we're going with our lives, guys. Make it a positive trajectory. Make sure that you're going in a positive, you're heading in a positive destination. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into things today. We're back live on YouTube for forever now. We've been ignoring our YouTube channel because we've been really, really focused on other things. And I will admit, it's our fault, guys. It's totally our fault. I get it. Hey, look, don't come at me, but I get it, right? We've just been focused on doing other things. We've been focused on growing the community, growing our engagement, trying to help out some certain things in our ecosystem. That is the Cosmos ecosystem. I'm not going to get into that until the later part of today. But we've been really trying to focus on building things, like really trying to bring value and not really to worry all too much about what we're doing personally when it comes to our channels. Again, it'd be nice, guys. It's nice if we trend, if we take off, if we like build something cool here financially, both socially with the channel, but that's not our main focus. If it's a byproduct, let it be, like, right? But if it takes years down the road for it to happen, I'm cool with that as well. Like, our focus is other places. So again, I will say I really do apologize. I know I haven't shown our YouTube channel that much love. We're monetized. We've got, we did really, really well, but it just is what it is, guys. It is what it is. With that being said, I do want to give a humongous shout out to all of you guys who are out there in the space. Without you guys, none of this stuff works. It doesn't matter if it's streaming, crypto, or anything for that matter. Again, remember, guys, without you, none of this stuff works in life, period. Period. So if you're ever feeling mistreated, used, abused, not welcomed, kick them to the curb. Tell them Tank said that here at IBC Gang, we love you long time. And so you're leaving. I'll love you long time. I will, for always and forever. You guys might not know the song because I'm super old and maybe you guys don't know, but always and I can't say the rest because YouTube might get at me. Anyway, guys, let me make sure. Can you guys all hear me all right? Can you guys? What's up, Millie Matt? What's up, man? Let me put on the captions here. Even though I see y'all. What's up, YouTube? Guys, I appreciate you very, very much. Actually, let me take that off until we get more people. It might be low viewership. We haven't been here for a long time. But until we get more people here, maybe that's when I'll put on the chat so I can see it. Matt, appreciate you being here. All the other viewers that might be watching later or trickling over time, I really do appreciate you guys. Again, remember, you guys are the most important thing ever. So me love you long time. Next shout out I want to give, and let me actually share my screen for this one, guys. Let me actually share my screen for this one. It's going to be actually to our friends at Kujira. Kujira, guys, is our channel sponsor here at IBC Gang. They do great work providing great utilities, platforms, and services within our ecosystem. If you guys don't know about Kujira, you guys definitely need to take your head out of the sand when it comes to things that are happening within the Cosmos ecosystem. Kujira is a lot more than just the Cosmos ecosystem. They're definitely branching out, and I think eventually we're going to see Kujira. This is just my humble opinion. Again, keep in mind, I'm sponsored, so I'm a little bit biased on it, full transparency. But I really do think that in the next months, especially years to come, if they keep doing what they're doing, if they keep like providing and engaging with the community, the things that are really important, I really do think Kujira has a humongous chance on making big, big waves within the crypto space. Not just the crypto space, but eventually, obviously trending on over the horizon and into the traditional markets as well. Because I do think eventually crypto is the way, right? Eventually crypto is the way. We're not trying to LARP here. We really do think that. So Shout outs to Kajura. Thank you for channel sponsoring us. If you guys want to know more about Kajura, you guys can check them out. It's really simple. You guys can actually, I'll tell you what, let me drop a couple links in the chat. Hopefully this works. If not, I do have to update a few things down below so that the links down below also work. But they do sponsor us. So I just want to give them a humongous channel sponsor shout out. We love them long time. And then the next one that I want to give a channel sponsor shout out to is our friends at Cosmos Spaces, guys. Cosmos Spaces is just great people in the Cosmos ecosystem. If you guys don't know about Cosmos Spaces, you guys definitely should. Let me share this screen with you guys right here. This is their Twitter profile. Not only are they great validators within our space, but they're also relayers and they're community facing. Their members are spread amongst the Cosmos ecosystem as well. Really engaged on several different platforms, trying to work for the betterment of spreading interoperability in many different forms or fashions within the Cosmos ecosystem. I know Little Gains, who a lot of people know, is now the community manager for Stargaze. Stargaze is the next little pivot that we're going to be our little platform that we're going to be talking about. Sorry, did I say little? I shouldn't be calling Stargaze little. Maybe like in retrospect, right? But like they're huge when it comes to NFTs within the Cosmos ecosystem. Stargaze is where it's at. So they're not little. They're not little. They just, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But yeah, definitely check out Cosmos Spaces, guys. If you guys have delegations, if you guys are getting rewards, if you guys want to, or if you guys are curious on who I would recommend that you should stake with, I'm going to tell you Cosmos Spaces because I personally and professionally stake some assets with Cosmos Spaces. Like I said, they have great infrastructure when it comes to their real. Geez, I'm having a brain fart. They do so many stuff. I'm having a brain fart. Their validation services. So I absolutely love them, guys. I use them, for security reasons and because they have great setup, great redundancies when it comes to doing their validation service. But like I said, they're also relayers and they also put on quite a bit of different community events throughout social media platforms. So I love Cosmos Spaces. Support the people that support you. They also give us the crypto. I don't get anything from this, by the way. With Cosmos Spaces, I get nothing for this, guys. They give me the crypto and the NFTs to give back to you guys during our community events where we try to spread, true communityism, is that a word, within the Cosmos ecosystem and invite everybody throughout the Cosmos ecosystem to come and hang out, play some games with us live on stream and possibly win some absolutely free crypto and NFTs for doing so. That's it. We're just trying to build a community, right? And they're the ones that give us the actual rewards to do so. So shout outs to Cosmos Spaces. Check them out using links down below. Again, I'm going to share with you guys their social media link here. What's up, UK? Long time no see on YouTube, huh? It feels awkward. I'm trying not to swear too. That's another thing that's kind of like throwing me off is I'm actually trying not to swear as well because YouTube a lot different than Twitch and all these other places. So yeah, trying not to swear. I think I failed though. I think I already failed in doing that. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. It's definitely been a while for sure. For sure. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump on it. Let's jump on into things, guys. Let's go ahead and jump on in to the markets. Let's first check out what's happening with the traditional markets because, like the title says, I do want to talk about the BlackRock ETF, what's happening with Bitcoin, and how I think the focus is now on Bitcoin more than ever. And where altcoins might be going, where the altcoins narrative is shifting and where it might be going to. But in order for us to get there and talk about those things, we first need to talk about what's happening in the traditional markets. Guys, if I look rough, I'm not going to lie. I had a very rough last week. I'm a lot better today. Definitely a lot better today. But I know some of you guys don't care about this either, but I had such a bad allergy reaction to whatever was floating around here in the South, like worst that I've ever had in a long time. My eyes were like, I would wake up, they were all filmy and caked up with like film and or whatnot. Like what is it called? Discharge. Sounds so weird when you say discharge. Ooh, excuse me. But I had a whole bunch of discharge. Like I would wake up and literally, like there was so much of it, like my eyes were glued shut. It was so bad for like the past 5 days. And just today, I should knock on wood, is it starting to actually feel a lot better. So my nasals, everything was bad. Everything's bad, guys. So apologies for all of that. Apologies for the awkwardness. Even now, though, I still feel a little nasally, a little congested, kind of hard to breathe sometimes. But it's just because of like of those things. What's up, Bushido Brown? What's up, chat, man? I appreciate you guys. Look at you guys. You guys, man. You guys are like the core group, my core group, my core. You guys are my peoples, man. My peoples. Love you guys to death. Guys, let's go ahead and jump on into market. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys real quick. Yeah, can you see that? Actually, wait, hold on. Can you see that? Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen and let me come back to this real quick. Check it out. Look, this eye was so bad. So bad. And it was so like yesterday during Father's Day, bloodshot. I looked like a demon. I looked like I've really been playing too much Diablo. It was bloodshot. I was like in church and all this other stuff, and people were looking at me. I was like, Leo, I'm not high. I promise you. It's just like I don't want to talk about it, kind of thing. But yeah, this is so much better though than the previous couple of days. So like, I'll take it. I will take it though. God bless, please. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. Anyway, I haven't, guys. I'm telling you, I haven't gotten like that in a long time. It was weird, super weird. Let's go ahead and talk about the indexes, which are in the traditional muggle markets. Guys, we're looking at the Dow Jones. We're in the daily time frame. We're using Market Cipher as our favorite oscillator and indicator tool of choice. Guys, Dow Jones is down 0.32%. It's basically down $108 and some change, almost $109, really. But to be very, very honest with you guys, like again, keep in mind we're on the daily time frame, right? We need to have these ebbs and flows, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 out of 12 days. We've had green candles. Like, act like we've been there. Act like we've been to this prom with the same girlfriend, at the same high school that we've been attending for forever because we're multiple year students, right? Like we might have gotten held back a little bit, right? But like, let's just be real. This isn't all too bad. This is not bad at all. Just because it says we're down today does not mean at all that we're doing bad for the Dow Jones index chart. We're talking about the traditional market. The traditional markets have been providing so much opportunities out there. Like, it's crazy to me how much my peers in crypto have just like forgotten about discussing what's happening in the traditional markets. Ooh, excuse me. So much opportunities, guys. We've been definitely talking about it just about each and every time that we go live. I know it's been a long time, YouTube, but I promise we'll come back, baby. We'll give you the love that you deserve. But if you look at things right now, guys, let me take my ugly face out of the way here. Let me take my ugly face out of the. I guess I can't. If I take myself off of that, you can't hear me, can you? Gosh darn it! I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't know. Maybe you guys can. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Let's just keep my ugly face down here in this little section here. If you're taking a look at the recent price action for the Dow Jones, like right now, on today's candle, you're still in the most profitable day ever into taking positions on the Dow Jones index charts, guys. And we've been sharing this so many times for so long. If you don't believe me, go look at some of my past videos. They're saved down here on YouTube and all the other social media platforms that we're on. Check it. We've been talking about this for forever. And right now, it just looks so good. It looks so like, let me actually show you guys what I'm talking about here. Look at this Dow Jones, and I'll save it, guys. I won't preach for too long, but look at this stair-stepping movement that's happening right now. Like, even we're not even putting down that next step here, but look at this, guys. Boom, boom, and we're just trending on. We're just making our way amongst the market, guys. And like, if you know what's happening out there fundamentally, because I always talk to you guys about being more of a fundamentalist than a TA or technical analysis, you got to know what's happening out there fundamentally in the world to be ahead of things, to get a really good idea on what the TA is showing you. If you guys know, if you guys been paying attention to what's happening, with our interest rates, with workers having a harder time finding jobs, and also, of course, being laid off, if you've been watching what's happening with these companies, if you've been watching what's happening with the bonds, if you guys have been watching what's happening with the conflicts throughout the world, the shortage supply, the supply and demand shortages and things that are happening out there like that, you guys have been killing it. Like if you've been paying attention, you guys have been killing it. I've been killing it massively, massively. And so for the first day back on YouTube, I don't want to sit here and come out the gate preaching and acting like I'm just like putting people down. But for goodness sakes, watch the show, subscribe to the channel, tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your brother, tell everybody that you know that they need to come hang out, especially in the Cosmos ecosystem with the IBC gang and take in the food for thought that we regurgitate out there. And hopefully, this sounds bad, right? It's kind of like a mama bird to baby bird thing. I'm regurgitating information so that you could take it in as food for thought and digest it. And hopefully it'd be beneficial for you guys in the future, in your growth, and trying to make your profile grow and benefit in the future. That was a very, very awkward and weird analogy that I used there. Scratch that. It sounds horrible now that I'm thinking about it. It sounds like a mama bird going, what, back to you guys with some information. But that's basically what I'm doing. That's basically what I'm doing here. Guys, let me get to the short of it, though. I'm going to show you real quickly what's going on with the indexes. I'm going to show you guys the 200 SMA strategy. I'm not going to define what that is, but I'm going to show you guys the 200 SMA strategy, the points of interest, just in case, along with our 4x4 DCA strategy. Again, if you guys want to know more about that, check on our YouTube channel. You can see it. It's one of our saved, shared links or videos. It's 200 SMA strategy, 4x4 DCA strategy. If this reverses, if we're wrong, right? I'm going to show you guys the sections on the chart that you guys need to be aware of. All right. This is it right here. Check out these big arrows. See these arrows pointing out the past and now the new. If price action cuts below the 200 SMA for more than 15 to 20 days on the daily time frame, realistically, we should be seeing a flooring position around here. We should see other positions or other places on the charts that were previous positions on the charts hold up somewhat as points of interest going forward, right? If that all happens. So I'm going to point them out for you guys. The average low, right, which is right here, 29,527. The old 200 SMA strategy place of interest, which is basically right here, which is 27,638. And then our new, this is 20 years of price data, point of interest, 25,496. That's where I'm going to be laddering in all three of those points. But that's just my first of four, right? Again, remember, first of four. Yeah. So this whole section here, I know it's a wide range. Keep an eye on that. We've been killing it. I'll show you guys. You guys don't believe me. In the next couple of indexes, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But right now, market cipher B showing RSIs clearly rounding upwards. Momentum wave trending past that or coming to the 60 line here. We call those mountaintops here on market cipher B. Anchor nowhere to be in sight. We're in the positive money flow, looking good right now, guys. Absolutely looking good for the Dow Jones. Let's go into the Nasdaq. Nasdaq down 0.67%. Market cipher B, we're trending on the high side with the RSIs right now. Not to say that we can't continue to do so like we've been doing in the past here for quite a while, actually, for a couple of months now. Positive money flow. We're still deeply in the positive money flow. You can see that yellow wave right here, or what is it? Chartreuse wave. Bren, our own moderator, told me, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what chartreuse looks like. I'm colorblind, but he said that's a chartreuse, not a yellow color. That's a chartreuse. So I'll just take him for face value at that. Obviously, I don't see why he'd lie about it. But you can see here, momentum wave, right, trending upwards, positive money flow growing. You can see also we have a support line with the anchor waves down here. These anchors are sell pressure. You can see that we're still highly intact with both trends here and here, right? Obviously looking really, really good. Market cipher B for the NASDAQ daily time frame. Let's take a look at this is where it gets really, really, really 90-90 boo. We stick your head and do type of like conversation and whatnot. Guys, you are in the most profit ever. If you've been watching this channel on other social media platforms, you literally are in the most profitable position that you could have ever been in today for a while, for like over 200 something to 250 days. Guys, this is the section on the chart that we're pointing out to you guys in the past, our old 200 SMA strategy, point of interest. We were screaming it from the mountaintops for forever to be watching out for these zones. Let me show you guys. You could have hit this so many times, but we nailed the absolute bottom using our strategy. Don't believe me? Go back and look at everything. I'm telling you guys right now, watch the channel. Please watch the channel more often. I'm just trying to help. It's not a guarantee. It's definitely not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys, it's there. It's there. You know, I'll leave the charts. I'll let the charts speak for themselves. Yeah, we're coming up to where we thought we'd find more resistance again. Guys, if we cut past where we're basically at right now, if we cut past, what's up, Matt? If we cut past basically where we are right now, the next point is going to be the obvious average of our old resistance and support. It's really simple. It's really, look at this. It's just right here. Boom. Just above previous highs, support, average support, resistance. That's going to be the next zone. That's it. It doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be like to the freaking penny. It could just be an average of support, guys. Make it super simple as stupid. Guys, that's the next zone that I'm watching. But first, we got to conquer where we are right now. We've been sharing these lines for forever with you guys, right? We watched out for this. Boom, use it as support. Guys, we took so many trades on this. So many trades. I mean, so many trades. We took profits here because of resistance. We watched out for the 200 SMA, got back in again, cut above here. We ping-ponged. Guys, made so many. Oh my gosh. I sound like the guys that I said I was never going to sound like. I know I do. And it's so hard. And I totally understand. I totally understand, I think, why they do it now or why they may come across that way. It's hard when you've been pointing it out for forever. But yeah, I'll stop, guys. Look, we came here, used it as a springboard of support, came up to the next level of resistance, still trying to figure out if we're going to cut above this level of interest and or previous resistance. If we cut above it, guys, look for the next zone, which is going to be right around 15,942. Guys, look, honestly, if you look at the Dow, if you look at the NASDAQ, holy crap, we're almost back. We're not far from our previous high ever. Like, guys, we're what? Look, what is this? What is this? What is this? This is something that really is super interesting to think about. We're only about 9.19% away from literal all-time highs in the NASDAQ. That's insane. That is insane. Has anybody else been like noticing that? Come on, chat. Let's not be asleep. Does anybody else has anybody else been noticing that? It's insane. Look, I'm just going to call this too right now. Let me go on the record and just say this right now. Here's what I'm projecting, okay? Here's what I'm projecting for, and this is going to take months, maybe more than a year to play out, all right? This is for everybody. This is for the first time back on YouTube, right? This is what I'm expecting for the NASDAQ, okay? Let's just be real about it. Cup. Handle. Let me show you guys like okay. It might be a little bit too much of a handle. But look, the way that this has to play out for a cup and handle pattern, I'm just projecting because I see a humongous cup. Like, I'm just going to be very real with you guys. I'm just projecting things out. It doesn't have to happen this way. It can just keep going up indefinitely. I don't really care because the position I'm in right now, I'm far in profits. I'm like just using house money now. None of this stuff matters. I could like be wrong or I could be right, and I'm going to be a winner no matter what happens. That's the position that I try, or the food for thought and the practices that I try to bring to you guys so that it's beneficial for you guys, okay? Long term, I'm saying if we keep going to all-time highs, this could play out. This could absolutely play out. The way that cup and handle patterns have to play out for it to be really concretely like strong. excuse me, which again, I just don't put that much emphasis into things having to play out exactly to a T. They can be off a smidget, right? Life isn't perfect. Um, but yeah, so you're seeing when you have things like this play out where you have a huge cup, the handle has to be half the length of the cup. So that brings us down to our previous point of interest right here, previous rejection point, which is right around 13,626. If we come up to here, I'm expecting price action to maybe depreciate all the way down to here and fully play out. It doesn't have to. It could maybe do one of these and come to here. It could be a wonky cup or handle to our cup, right? But it'd be more likely to be here, but it could be here as well. That would just play out to be our next average, right? I'm just projecting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. What do you guys think about that? Is that crazy? Maybe. But let me put something else out there for you guys. Another something to think about, okay? Let me kind of just take all this stuff away. Let me go to here to where we're at right now. Let's just say that's the play. Okay? Let's say this is the play right here. This is our cup. And now this is going to be our handle, right? It's still half the length. Remember, it's half the length distance-wise and depth-wise, right? It has to be, that's the more ideal. I'm just eyeballing. I don't know what it actually is, but I'm just eyeballing. Let's just say it's that. Well, then this is how it's going to play out. That's what I honestly, I see those two things being a very strong possibility for the NASDAQ right now. Think about what's happening out there fundamentally. Think about it, right? Think about it. Does that make sense to anybody out there in chat? No? Everybody quiet? Doesn't make any sense at all. Well, it's going to correlate a little bit. It's going to have, maybe not correlate, it's going to have some effect to the rest of the markets. I'll tell you that right now. It definitely will. So I might leave that, guys. I might leave, like, no, well, I'm not going to leave that, but I might clip this later. And just, I'm going to put that out there. I'm projecting out there. Doesn't have to play out, but there's something that I'm aware of. I'm front running the patterns. I'm seeing it. But again, guys, take profits where profits are there. For the Dow Jones, like, oh my gosh. We broke out of this triangle pattern. It don't even matter anymore. It really don't even matter. Like, I'm going to leave it up there because if we reverse, we want to see if it holds up as previous resistance holds up as support. So we're going to leave that up there and kind of like project that out. But you can see I'm just using averages. I'm not going wick to wick like ultimate bottom wicks, right? But I'm just using average of the price action here. This looks amazing. Let's project this out just a little bit further too. If we come back down, look for the support line for the Dow Jones, look for previous resistance on the Dow Jones, look for the 200 SMA. Super simple. It's stupid, right? Let's go into the Russell. The Russell right now, breaking up to and trying to hold up high on where I again showed you guys where resistance was going to be, 188.87. Guys, hit it to a T basically, and now it's trending on the high end here. On the daily time frame, we're still trending. Like, look at this. Look at the wicks. We're still trending higher with the sell-offs. We're trending upwards, wedging it out here. If you looked at this, you could say we're kind of possibly wedging it out here as well, right? Bump, 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 bump before we break out. I'm just putting out, I don't know, and I really don't care. I'm in this position right now where I'm just looking at possibilities. I'm just looking at possibilities and being patient, right? I'm looking at the 200 SMA. If we break down from that, let's see if the previous resistance on average, just red line or orangey red line, holds up as support. It's going to lead into the 200 SMA, kind of lead in together. Let's see if that holds up as support. And then we carry on. Maybe we do something like this and we keep retesting, right? I don't know. But I'm looking at all those possibilities. I'm just sitting on the sideline with house money, not really caring. Am I doing a horrible job swearing? I don't even recall if I did a horrible job or a good job not swearing or not. It's been so long since we live stream on YouTube. But since this is YouTube, let's try to keep today like flowing and short and sweet, right? But that's what I'm looking up for the Russell, guys. The Russell 2000, guys. Right now, trend line 50-50, right? We have a 50-50 trend line of support and or resistance. We have it projected out now. If price action comes back down, which we're still in the positive money flow, if we come back down, I'm looking to see if the anchor waves come down to about 31.67 on the Russell daily time frame and seeing if it holds up as support. Gosh, did you like hear that gasp for air? I like nasal passage opened up and like made me feel like I sucked in some air. Really weird. I hate allergies. Just take it away. I don't even care if I smell anymore. I don't care. SPX. Look, trend line here, daily time frame, market cipher B, positive money flow. Something that I'm just pointing them out for you guys. If you guys don't have these things, I'm just pointing them out for you guys. Long term, like positive money flow appreciating here. You can see that with the chartreuse momentum wave, right? You can see the RSIs hanging up on the high side here. Positive money flow being represented down here. Anchor wave, trend line of support, just gradually showing that rise. If we come back down, let's see if that holds up. Still, long term would look great. Excuse me. Still, long term would look absolutely fine. Let's go take a look at the SP. This is another one that we absolutely murdered with our positions. We're pointing out to you guys, we hit this to a T with our 200 SMA strategy combined with our 4x4 DCA strategy. I know it looks cluttered, but it's guys, it is what it is, right? Like I'm not gonna clean up just for other people. If you've been watching, you know. If not, you're curious. You think I'm arrogant. Stick around. You'll see what I'm talking about. We've been pointing out these zones. See where the arrows are pointing, right? The new one down here. If everything goes to hell in a handbasket, it goes below the 200 SMA on the daily time for more than 15 to 20 days. This is where I'm looking for a zone of a flooring position to be taking place, right? I'm looking for that zone there. But we were pointing out before, where's the flooring position? Where should it take place? I was showing you guys. It was supposed to be here. And guess what? It was. We laddered into it. First of 4 on our DCA strategy, and we're in the most profitable position we could have ever hoped to be in currently. Massive gains for the S&P 500. Massive gains. Looking really, really good right now. This isn't, it's actually, the S&P, the NASDAQ are phenomenal looking charts right now. Phenomenal looking charts. They really are. They really, really are. So again, guys, if like right now, let me show you guys, since we're trending past all the previous points of interest that I showed you guys before. We keep them up there on our chart. Again, we keep them up there because if price action reverses, previous resistance hopefully should hold up as support going forward. And so they're still relatively, they should be considered going forward. I'm trying to like not use the same word over and over. They should be something that you hold in consideration going forward with price action. If you're like going to be in this long term, right? If things go back down, where are we possibly going to see bounces? Where are we going to possibly see some places of interest that we could possibly get in and make some more money? Well, it's going to be the previous places that we had supposed resistance again in the past, right? So that's why we leave them there. We leave them there. So yeah, it looks jumbled, but there's a reason to our madness, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look as we trend upwards. Where are we going to be more than likely seeing support and resistance going forward yet again? More likely resistance, right? Well, I'm just going to bring it to the old averaged highs. This isn't the line I'm looking for. It's this horizontal ray. Boom, the straight one. I got to make a straight line. Let me take this off to you. Hold on. I'm going to make horizontal ray lines. This is fucking bullshit here. Just pissing me off. This one too. Take this off. Oh my gosh, Billy. There we go. Now things are straight. Now things are straight. Life is better. Guys, it doesn't have to be like overcomplicated. It doesn't have to be to a T with details. Just needs to be on average. Life is average. Life is not perfect, right? This is a representing life and emotions. So again, guys, don't get so caught up in the fine details of things, guys. Just take a grander, more like zoomed out approach on things. On average, if we keep trending upwards, I'm expecting more volatility, more resistance at 45.46. Again, if we break up, this is a phenomenal chart. If we break up above that, guys, look here. And then you guys already know cycle highs, right? It's insane. It's really, really mind-blowing to me how a lot of people are not covering that. We're only 8.8% away from all-time highs for the SPX. That's insane with the market conditions that we're in right now. Same thing for the NASDAQ. Like we were just saying this, right? Like look at it. The NASDAQ, guys, where we are right now, let me just reiterate, like re-stress to you guys. It's like 9 to 10% from all-time highs. That's not far. We've traveled in the market conditions that we're currently in from the low to where we are right now, 42% in a matter of 173 days for the NASDAQ. For the Russell, from the low, right? From the low to where we are right now, 14.77 in 255 days. The Dow Jones appreciated from the low to where we are right now 20.1 something, like whatever. I'm not getting exactly like in the weeds about it, but 20% in 252 days. We're not far from previous highs. That's crazy. And that is why I've been saying to you guys for forever now. Let me take this away. Oops. Nope. Let me take this away for you guys so you guys can see this. This is the monthly Dow Jones. And now I am preaching to you guys. This is nothing but a forever bull market up and to the right. These small moments in time are nothing in comparison to the lifespan that you hopefully you do live, or the lifespan of the markets. NASDAQ, forever bull market. What the hell are you guys doing? Right? Let me just what are you guys doing? If you consider yourself investors, act like investors. I'm begging you guys to. Don't be speculative 1 or 2 or 3 year traders. Yes, anything under 3 years, you're technically, in my eyes, still just speculating on longer trades. But if you're an investor, do your homework first and foremost. Not everything is guaranteed to do well over time, right? You got to get in the right things. So do your due diligence, but act like a freaking investor. Have some freaking patience. Learn the cycles. Read some books. Back test your theories, your thought process, the information that's being thrown out to you guys. Why is it a forever market? Why is it nothing but up and to the right? Even through these horrible dips, if you have enough time, you're more than likely probably going to be okay. That's not my opinion. That's the opinions of the charts. Again, guys, if you look at the charts, this is the monthly for the NASDAQ, even throughout all these difficult, really, I'm not saying they weren't difficult, even through all the bloodshed, difficult moments, all of these were horrible. I marked them out, guys. You doesn't believe me. All of these dips, they're all horrible, right? But if you have a long enough time horizon, this is nothing but a humongous bull market. Put it in perspective. Look at this. When people are fearful, running around with their heads chopped off, they don't want to be in the market. They're fighting it to death. They're saying everybody's crazy. That's when you should be getting interested. I'm not telling you guys what to do, but I'm telling you, as your friend, when everybody tells you it's over, go this way, that's when you should be interested in looking at what's happening. When everybody else says don't, that's when you should be, if you're an investor, that's when you should be looking. This is insane. Still, the opportunities are still there. Still there. I have no idea what the hell people are texting me about zoning issues and stuff like that. I don't care right now. But yeah, so that's the Dow Jones monthly time frame, up and to the right, tremendous gains, right? Have some patience. NASDAQ, up and to the right, tremendous gains, monthly time frame. I don't know what you guys are talking about. The Russell, tremendous game, up and to the right, right? Like even through that, it's relative. Look at these dips, right? They are what they are. But like, come on. If you guys were buying into these previous dips in the past, you did great. You did really great. SP 500. That's just my like. I might be wrong, sure, but it's not me that's giving you that opinion. That's the market. That's just them. That's all we can go by, right? So just some stuff for you guys to think about. It really is just some stuff for you guys to think about. Okay, let's go on. I know I rambled a lot. We're a crypto channel. We usually focus on crypto related stuff, but you got to know what's happening out there in the traditional markets. And I really didn't get into any of the weeds. We just looked at the charts and gave you guys our horrible rant of like basically begging you guys to have some perspective and to zoom out when in doubt. But as we stream more on YouTube live, I will get into the weeds. I'll give you guys my justifications, my reasonings, my thought processes on everything. But for the first time being back, I thought I'd just annoy you guys all with a ramble of like, act like you've been here. Act like an investor. Don't be a LARPer. Don't pretend, right? Don't pretend. You can if you want. I'm not. I'm making money. I'm here to make money. Mm-mm-mm. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense to you guys. Let's move on from the indexes. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go into DXY. Getting a little bit of help today. It's up 0.16%, if you want to call that being up. I ultimately do think, let me go to the monthly here. for the DXY or the dollar strength index. I really do think, like, this is just me sticking my neck out there. I could be wrong about this as well. I ultimately do think that we're going to retest the 200 SMA, but before we do that, we're going to come down to 101.1. We're going to come down to 95. Basically, this is the long-term support for the DXY as we've been channeling to the upside. But we have trends in this game, right? Like, again, things don't necessarily repeat themselves, but rhyme is probably going to repeat the trends. The trend is multiple year down, 5 year up, multiple year down, 5 year up, multiple year down. This is the first time we've had a multiple year up. Guess what? If more than likely we don't repeat ourselves, we're going to come damn near close to doing that if we don't do it entirely. But again, more than likely soon, probably, we're going to see ourselves start trending in a downtrend because that's just what it's been doing. So again, not my opinion. It's just what it's always been doing, right? If you guys don't understand what I'm saying to you, the dollar strength index or the strength of the US dollar, the DXY, has had multiple year downturns, 5 year upturns, basically, multiple year downturns, 5 year upturns, multiple year downturns, multiple year upturns. And I'm thinking it's going to have a multiple year downturn, still sticking with the overall trend, but now changing the dynamics of it. Before it was multiple year down, 5 year up, multiple year down, 5 year up, multiple year down, multiple year up, multiple year down, maybe multiple year up later, like 2 decades down the line, right? But I'm just saying, if you still look at this, really look at the trend. Even our highs are weaker and weaker. What's happening on this chart for the DXY? We're just getting weaker and weaker. If you have enough time to be in the market, right? I don't know. I could be wrong about this. Maybe the government does something crazy that delays all the problems that the monetary system that we have across the world, is struggling with. Maybe they figure out. I don't know, but I'm willing to bet that they probably don't. Every kind of system ultimately they fails in society. The dollar is no different. And now that we have booming technology, new technology, which is blockchain and cryptocurrency, I think it's coming close to that life cycle. Again, you guys want to see another thing that kind of leads me into that? You want to see another thing that kind of leads me into that? Let me kind of show it to you guys. I could be wrong, and I'm not, I get it. But like, this is the monthly for the DXY. Look at the one thing that's popped up just recently. It was a red X. And I don't be more than just a symbol trader. Don't be a bit boy or whatever, or you're a dot trader or an X trader or whatever it is. But we had our first red X pop up. First red X. Maybe it's the first before the slide. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just pointing it out, right? Could be wrong. Who knows? Let's move on from the DXY. Just stuff that I want to point out to you guys. Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Ooh, let's go here. Let's do this first. Let's go to this Bitcoin chart first. Okay. No, let's go to this one right here. Okay. All right, here we go. This is Bitcoin on the weekly. This is the chart where I show you guys the life of the Bitcoin cycles. Let me show you guys what it looked like. Here we go. Oh, I got to reset my charts. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, weekly. Let's go weekly. What am I doing here? Here we go. Oh, all right. Why is this? There we go. It wasn't on. Okay, it wasn't on the right settings. Sorry about that. All right, guys, let me show you guys this chart right here. Okay, this is the Bitcoin halving cycles, all this other stuff. All right, let me show you guys just so we can put some more perspective in mind here. We'll maybe talk about all these markets and stuff like that. But as you guys can see here, these are the halvings, these vertical lines here. And we have 3 phases in every halving, after every halving within our cycles, whatever like label you want to talk about it. We actually have an appreciation phase, which people label it as the bull market, the bear market or depreciation phase, and then we have a recovery phase in every single one of these, right? So you can see that we have 1, 2, 3 every time, and then we have a halving, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Like 1, 2, 3. Every single time it repeats itself. Right now, we are definitely within our recovery phase, and it looks like it's repeating what's happened in the past, and where we kind of have an appreciation, we have a consolidation or a depreciation phase within the recovery phase, and then leading up as we get closer and closer to the halving, we kind of like rallying, we kind of rally into, we always rally into the halving because people are anticipating the halving, right? So there's a lot of anticipation investors that are just getting, as we get close to it, the nervous like strengthens. People are like, oh wait a minute, I want to be in again. The best time is to obviously be buying into. This is not my opinion. This is the chart's opinion, right? The best times in the past was to obviously be buying into the recovery phases. Even if like you held through the depreciation part of the recovery phases, like on average, the best time was to appreciate to get in while it was recovering in the phase, right? While it was kind of appreciating and going through things in the recovery phase here. It didn't matter if we dipped, whatever it was. If you stayed through it, saw it through to this to the halving and the next appreciation phase, you frat ran that appreciation phase dramatically, dramatically. So just some food for thought for you guys. We're not far away from the next halving. The next halving is right around April of 2024. So like, guys, it's less than a year away. Less than a year away. So once that happens, I think realistically, guys, I think we might see appreciation in Bitcoin's price, depending on what's happening out there fundamentally, of right around conservatively 123%. That'll put us at $141,000 Bitcoin at the highest point of the cycle of the bull phase, right? But yeah, that's my conservative thoughts. I would be happy if we just get past previous all-time highs. Be mindful of it, guys. Right now, though, on the more shorter time frames, like today and below, right? Bitcoin is basically going flat. It's up $43. It's trading at 26,371. I think a lot of it has to do with what like we were talking about in our title when it comes to this Blackrock ETF. Look, I will say there's a lot of challenges when it comes to getting an ETF approved, the spot Bitcoin ETF approved in the markets. There's every one of them in the past has definitely been rejected. I will say though, if BlackRock, they probably if they're putting it up there, they probably have one of the highest conversion rates as to like them putting out requests for ETFs, not just Bitcoin or like crypto ETFs, but like they've put out many requests, and I honestly think they've only had like one or two ever get rejected. So like their batting average on requesting ETFs is really, really high. It's not like some scrub company coming out here and saying, yeah, we want a Bitcoin spot ETF. Like that's major. And they're also saying that Coinbase is going to be their custodial partner. That's also major because we need one that's going to be accepted as far as a centralized exchange in the US. So like snaking their way into their first BTC ETF place. Yep. Regardless, yeah, I agree with you, UK, but regardless of how it gets done, it doesn't matter. Like, it's good. I know a lot of people are like, oh, what are you talking about? Look, regulations and like rules and clarifications and all these like the definite these sons or whatever you want to IONs that you want to add on to, however you're talking about things in the current moment or current light, whatever they are, right? Like ultimately, it's good long term. Let's just be real about it. We do need to work within things, right? If we get for us long-term investors, if we get a spot Bitcoin ETF, that's good. It's going to bring on regulations for centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, residents within certain regions of the world. Primarily, obviously, it's going to be a lot for the U.S. Resident. I get it. It's not going to be that great like it was in the heyday. But like, look, guys, technology, I can't speak. Technology and its advancements, like it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Like as we advance, we gotta kind of like accept that. I'm not telling you guys like, and I hope you guys don't get like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this guy anymore because he's working for the man. I'm just a realist. If we want that money here, if we really think like all these price points and like these like moonshot dreams are ever gonna come even close to being realized, we need it. We need demand, right? So, like, I think a lot of the Bitcoin price and a lot of the demand has been shifting back to Bitcoin because of BlackRock, obviously, because of the potential for their ETF to be actually passed. If you guys don't know, when we're talking about a spot Bitcoin ETF, like again, a lot of you guys don't know what ETFs are. Maybe you guys don't even know anything about like stocks and stuff like that. What that basically means, in a really dumbed down, high level way to explain this, is if a spot Bitcoin ETF means that they actually have to have that Bitcoin on hand. It needs to be accounted for. It's going to get regulated. Like they need to accumulate and or buy enough to supply the demand that they are hoping to have in the future for Bitcoin. And this is for people that maybe be like home offices, financial institutions, sovereign wealth funds and stuff like that, that want that level of security, right? Want that level of regulation and rules to abide by, because they're just different than retail, right? Like retail, they might go, oh, but we were doing just fine, decentralized and buying this off centralized exchanges. We're okay with custodial responsibility and stuff like that. Like I get it, guys. Excuse me. But this isn't about you guys. This is about, and I'm not putting you guys down, this is about appeasing and bringing on real money, like world-changing money. That's what this play is all about. And in order for them to do that, it's good for you guys long-term, right? It really is. Being able to hold it in tax advantage accounts is the right phase. We would be mass. Yeah. But I think there's what's that Roth one? You hear it all the time when you're looking at other ones. Darn it. I hear it all the time when I'm like listening to things. Anyway, I'm not going to give them a plug because they don't sponsor the channel anyway, but it's now it's going to bug me though. I can't remember what it is. It's like a Roth. It's like their slogan. It's like a Roth or a 401k account using crypto or whatever it is. Don't think we can do it in the UK yet. You guys will though. Oh, fuck. Now it's bugging me. Sorry, I swore. I'm sorry. Now it's bugging me that I can't think of what it is because I hear it every single day. And when I hear it, I'm going to tweet it out, even though I don't get paid by them. And they don't sponsor the channel. It's bugging me too much. I got to look it up. Hold on. Let's look it up. I Trust Capital. There you go. Sorry. I Trust Capital. There's your plug. That's what it was. Oh my God. I was going to have a brain fart if I didn't think about that. I Trust Capital. Yeah. You guys have heard that one, right? That's what it is. Anyway, guys, let's get off that topic. So anyway, Bitcoin, I think, guys, I've just been accumulating. I've been accumulating Bitcoin. I think a lot of the altcoin, and I guess we'll kind of like go into the next points in our title, Bitcoin focus, altcoin shift, right? I think a lot of speculative altcoins, because of the fundamentals that are happening out there, a lot of that liquidity is now shifting back into Bitcoin and yes, Ethereum for that. Like not as much Ethereum, but it's definitely shifting back. And you can see it. You can literally see it. You look at total, and this is the total market cap. But like if you go look at total 3, which excludes Bitcoin and ETH, and this is just all the altcoins, right? Like it's down 0.45% again today. Like I think a lot of the speculative people are just going right back into your more less risky risk assets. Does that make any sense? I think that makes a load of sense. And I think it's the right thing to do. I've been accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum, smaller chunks of Ethereum, but a lot more Bitcoin. And to be honest with you, that's kind of the only thing that I'm doing right now. And it's not like I'm throwing the farm at it either. Like I'm just DCAing into it. UK, have you been doing the same thing? Have any of you guys pulled the trigger? Excuse me. Anyway, let's move on from that. I really like, guys, we can get into some of these other things like Ethereum right now, 17, 16, it's down 0.22. We've come down. Look at this. Same thing. This channel that we've been in, daily time frame, right? But using market cipher, Ethereum's price point came down to the 200 SMA and the lower section of support here that's been holding up for some time now. I don't know, guys. I still think Ethereum's definitely kind of like sketchy a little bit. But I still think like I'm still interested in purchasing some Ethereum. But here's the play. I got my positions here for my long-term bag, just in case. Now I'm looking all the way down to, and I don't want to scare you guys, but I'm looking all the way down to, and I'm not really that interested until it hits $1,000, 850, 525. I'm sorry, 512. These lines right here. That's my first of 4 DCA. And even if it goes down further than that, I got zone 2, 3, and 4 to DCA and back that stuff up. But then, like, that's my first feeler buys here. That's it. I literally just the other day bought some Ethereum, and now I'm honestly thinking about just like hitting my passive DCA that I have set up that routinely buys Ethereum and Bitcoin at certain levels at certain prices for certain amounts. I'm thinking about just turning off my Ethereum one. My Bitcoin can stay on, but I'm thinking about just turning off my Ethereum one because I want to manually turn it back on when it comes closer to 1,850 and 512. But yeah, that's the zones I'm watching out for. Atom, it had a little bit of hopium. It's down again 1.69%. It's down to $8.42. You guys, again, I just gotta say, some people are gonna say like, oh, thank you, so fudding the hub and stuff like that. I'm not fudding the hub. Like my commitment is to the people, not to the hub. I'm IBC gang all the way for sure, 100%. I'm vested, right? Like obviously, like I'm not gonna lie, like, but my commitment is to the people, to my fellow brothers and sisters in the trenches with me. I don't care how that makes any like developer feel. I don't care. Excuse me. Let me get that like out there and make that absolutely clear. But let me show you guys. Remember, I told you guys many times I wasn't interested on Atom until it hit these dotted lines here, and the last one goes all the way down to 80 cents. You see that? 80 cents. I told you guys, realistically, I was not interested in Atom until it came down to those dotted lines. Guys, let's be real about this. 90 boo-boo time, stick your head in doo-doo. It wicked straight down to where? My first of 4. My first of 4. Yeah, my first of 4. Ain't that crazy, baby? So if you were literally still using the 4x4 DCA strategy, a little bit before, a little bit right at it, a little bit underneath it, a little bit underneath that one, always reinforcing your positions, what positions? First of 4 got hit exactly, and from that bottom to even where we are right now, you're up 15.99%. You're welcome on spot. You're welcome, and that's 11 days. I didn't do it. But if anybody has been listening to the things that I've been saying, and you guys have been watching the zones that I've been putting out there, and you guys have been practicing the same techniques that we deploy out there for our profile, you're welcome. You're freaking welcome. Look at this. The first zone should have been here, 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 and here. That should have been your first of 4. Boom, 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 right? You would have hit that, and you should be taking profits when you're up that much. Anybody, and this is to all my haters, anybody that tries to FUD this channel, kick rocks, eat dirt. I've been saying this stuff for far too long to take any kind of BS from some people that don't know how to do what they're doing or want other people to believe in what they're doing when they have no idea what they're talking about. It's literally right there in front of your face. You don't believe me about the stuff that I practice and preach, go back and try to catch me slipping. I've been saying these zones and sharing these zones for forever. If you would have caught that lick, you're up now tremendously. You're welcome. It don't work until you take profits, though, so take some freaking profits. Ask Bushido Brown. Ask UK. Ask Millie Matt. Ask anybody that's been watching this channel. Tell me I'm flooding the hub. You don't know what you're talking about. And yes, my friends, realistically, we're not done yet. This is all fine and dandy. The opportunities are there, but we can literally go down to these next levels. Go back, watch. We could go back down we could go back down 750. We can go back down 615. We can go back down 460. And yes, 80 cents. I have limit orders on the lower ones. I'm actively watching these zones right now. Because if we come down to there, we'll probably find a little bit of buying pressure. And if not, I'm going to participate. What's that meme? What's that meme? Twinkle, twinkle star. Twinkle, twinkle. Stop play hating. I need more participating. Participate. So you guys heard it. Atom down 1.55. It needs to find a better, stronger narrative when it comes to capturing value to shareholders, to stakeholders, to token holders, whatever you want to call them. Some people before were like, don't call them shareholders. You'll get in a lot of legal trouble. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's move on. Secret down 0.93%. It had a little bit of a bump. I stand by what I've been saying. I don't understand it. I understand Silk Shade and some of the other things that are out there in the Secret ecosystem, but why would I want to buy Secret? As far as like the token structure, inflation schedule, tokenomics, why would I want to invest and hold on to Secret long term and stake it? Someone tell me. I'm not trying to flood the ecosystem. I'm just being real. I got concerns. Juno, unfortunately, getting smashed, right? Down 3.7%. When will the abuse stop happening? I think it's safe to say that we can take off all these other things. Hold on. I think it's safe to say we can take all of this off. Let's just clear this up. Ah. I could do this on my own time, but now I feel like I'm playing an old 80s game in the arcade, and I have to complete it. It's like asteroids now. Asteroids. There we go. We can take that off too. None of this stuff matters. Helping out my BTC ETH portfolio ratio. Yeah, it's unfortunately down. Look, Core One. I'm gonna say, look. Let me just say this. They'll probably never hear this anyway, but like I'm on the working group for the Juno Revitalize effort and like restructuring effort and all that stuff. I'm just gonna say it right now. Core One, Core Two, validators, and everybody in between. You guys all got to come together. If you guys actually want this thing to survive, stop it. Just like literally stop abusing it. Stop beating it up. Stop using it to your advantage. Stop. Like how about this? Let's just all quietly agree. Not quietly. Let's just whatever. Let's put it all. So let's just all agree that many of you guys have very much benefited from this thing called Juno. How about let's just take a gamble and let me introduce Balance to you guys. You guys invest into Balance using Juno, swap it for Balance, and let's invest in the community. Let's actually make this the community chain. Balance should be out soon, really soon. I know I've been saying that, guys, but that's part of the things I've been working on. Just stop selling. Stop selling. Hold it for a little while, for like a month, and then I want you guys to swap a lot of stuff into Balance. You'll see what I'm talking about. That's like I'm just gonna put it out there. I've watched, I'm listening, I'm still participating, I'm still hopeful. Like, but I'm even on the recovery group. I think there's a better way to do this, but you guys have to swap it into Balance. The community, the entire community, the people doing this to Juno. If you like, look, even if you want, like, I'm gonna speak plainly to you abusers. Like, if you guys want to continue this, you guys are gonna want to swap it anyway. Right? Because if you guys don't, eventually you're going to kill it so much that it's not going to be beneficial to you. So I don't know, I'm just putting it out there. I'm just going to put it out there. Stop abusing it. Anyway, Evmos down 1.02%. Osmosis down 1.47%. Same thing. Like, we can take all this stuff off in a little bit. Just take this shit off. Oh my gosh. I'll do it after. Whatever. I don't want to take off move all 20. Can I remove all 20? Yep. There we go. There we go. Just removed it all. Same thing, though, for Osmosis. We could do the same thing for Osmosis. Just a funny thing. We'll talk about that later. Let me actually just quickly share with you guys what's happening on Osmosis. So I think that'd be super interesting. And let's move on. Let's move on. Shout outs to everybody watching. I know we're the small fries, guys, right? We only got 6 people watching on YouTube. Apparently, it's fine. I love you guys to death. I really, honest to God, I didn't tweet this out or nothing like that because it's not about cloud chasing. It's not about numbers or whatnot. The few that this benefits, like that's all that matters to me. Quality over quantity all day long. Love you guys to death, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's look into osmosis right now. See if we see any outliers right here. Ooh, Flick's getting damaged. Down 10.86%. Shout outs to OmniFlix, though. They're going to be helping us with the ticketing system for the Nashville event space. So, yeah, Flick's, though, down 10.86%. Let's go into some stuff. Kuji only down 1.41%. It's at 79 cents. Shout outs to Kuji. Shout outs to Kuji. Let's see. XR. Let me go in here. Let me see if there's any like crazy things right here. Stride only down 1.6. But guys, again, if you guys want to bank on the Cosmos ecosystem, just in my humble opinion, I'm looking to buy more Stride. Like I'm just being real with you. Like I'm just looking to buy more Stride at these low places on the charts or lower interesting places on the charts. That's all I care about. And look at this. This is kind of I don't know. This is kind of janky, but like, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna put it out there. Huge cup, right? That's crazy looking. But yeah, I'm interested in buying a lot more Stride too. Like basically right here at $1, I'm looking to buy more. Obviously down here about 66 cents. Man, if I could have bought it, I don't think it'll ever come back down to 18 and whatnot. But maybe you never know, right? Like we've all been surprised before. But I don't want to say I was surprised, but a lot of people were like, they'll never go down to that price, but then it goes down to that price. And I'm like, how? And like, and it can always, if it's been there, look, here's rule for thumb. If it's been there before in price, it can go there again in price. Don't matter what the tokenomics or like structure is for the token, it can go there for sure. I've always thought injective. We go back to injective later, but I think injective's interesting. I gotta like see what's the buzz with injective recently. Yeah, I don't like just basically everything down right now. Down, down, down in the Cosmos ecosystem. Umi, the only one up right now, 0.22%. Interesting. That's super interesting as well. Yep. UK says been on holiday for the last week, so I'm probably majority slow on this. But I saw Golden Staking post on Calc Finance, and their tools look really interesting for buying and selling on Osmosis Plus. Could yeah, dude, yeah. We're actually tomorrow's Twitter space. I actually did want to talk about Calc Finance, so that's really interesting that you're bringing that up. But yeah, no, I think that's shout out again. Shout outs to Calc. Shout outs to Kuji again, doing really really interesting things. We're going to be talking a much more detail about Calc and Kuji, of course, because they're a channel sponsor of ours. But yeah, super interesting stuff, guys. Yeah, that's what I got. I do want to say real quickly. Let me stop sharing real quick. Nashville NFT event, the Cosmos ecosystem event for NFTs, right? We have put on have secured the event space. We are, if you are a project, if you know a project, one of your favorite NFT projects that are out there in the space, if you have like a foot in the door, reach out to them, reach out to us. Would love to get a couple more, like, we're trying to be realistic too. A couple more sponsors, a couple more speakers to the event. We've got commitments from Gelato, CAA, which again, Homestead and the Cosmic Ape Alliance has said that they are definitely going to be coming. We have Joe, myself, Little Gains, Shroot from Umi. I'm sorry, not from Umi, from Adora, which is like the little mascot for Umi, saying that they're going to be coming. Actually, they're on the team, so of course they're going to be coming. We have a lot of good people within the community saying that they also are going to be coming. Speakers like Shane from Stargaze. We also have Stargaze. Verbal Commitment said that they are going to be our number one main sponsor for the event. Makes sense, right? It's a Cosmos NFT event, or so they would be putting it on there. But yeah, so people like that. We've also been told that Reese, the head Juno dev, is also going to be there. So we could be talking about like all possibilities of what NFTs could do for the space and how they could be utilized within many different platforms and structures within the Cosmos ecosystem. We'd like to have a couple of more smaller, like, like I get like treasuries are small, times are hard, things are getting lean, but like even sponsorships for like $500 here, $500 there. If you guys would want to come talk about your guys' project and get in front of the community, you know, it would be more than welcome, super more than welcome. But yeah. I think we're working like nothing set in stone yet. We're still waiting to finalize this. But Signal, which is another NFT project, is going to be helping us with branding and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that when it comes to like branding. We're going to be putting out NFTs that are going to get airdropped, obviously, to people who buy tickets, people who attend, special NFTs. We're going to have stickers, merch, all kinds of stuff. The cost is going to be low. I thinking we're going to be selling tickets for about $80 for the event. So we would love to see you guys there. We would love to see more awareness get spread about the Cosmos ecosystem when it comes to this event. And we could definitely use your guys' support because this is a grassroots movement, guys. This is, you know, just us being in the community trying to do things. But yeah, that's what I got for today. Really, really fun. Really, really exciting to be back. I know it's going to be a slow roll. It's kind of a bumpy one as well. I'm not trying to be super overly dramatic and impressive when it comes to like my thumbnails and all this other stuff. I'm just putting out content. Guys, I'm that guy in the Cosmos Ecos. I don't care. I'm just going to put out content. Take it as you want. People can criticize me all you want. I'm not here to impress you guys. I'm here to put out food for thought for the viewer, the participant of the Cosmos ecosystem, period. That's all I care about. Just hopefully it's beneficial to you guys. I don't care if it's flashy. Appreciate you, UK. Appreciate you, everybody. Bushido Brown, Millie Matt, everybody else that was in chat. Really, really do appreciate you guys. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget, subscribe. Really could use it. Watch it again all the way through. Set it, forget it. Really helps out.